Hey y'all, welcome on in. My name is Alex with the Creative Llama. If you see that red live box right there, that means I'm live, but if you don't see it, that just means you're catching the replay, okay? So if you are catching replay, put hashtag replay. That way, if you do have questions, I know you caught the replay, but y'all look what finally came in. It is our club transfer. I'm so excited to craft with this tonight. I do have some cutouts available. So when you pop on, comment the word July and I'll send you all of the info, including the link to these guys. But give me 1 second because I am going to share this live right into my broadcast channel. So if you're not part of my broadcast channel, right there down there in the pinned comment, there's a link for you to sign up. All it does is it's just a one-way communication for me to give you announcements and stuff like that and let you know when I'm live. And so I've been trying to share it in there because sometimes Facebook doesn't share the updates, the live updates, like in a message. Some people are getting them and some people aren't. So that's why I always like to send it in there as well. But hello, hi y'all. How is everybody doing? Let me pull up comments and we're going to paint these first and then we will get started. So I am going to paint these bright white because we're going to use a palette board, a palette sign tonight, and that's a bright white. Y'all know how much I'm loving vanilla, but we're going to use a bright white tonight. Hi guys. Yes, thank you for sprinkling. Hi Sandy. Hello Marcy. I know y'all. I haven't been on as much as I normally am, but I'm getting back into it. All right, so I'm going to take my bright white and we are just going to paint these and we're going to try a little bit, we're going to do a little bit of watercolor tonight and see if we can make our blueberries look a little 3D. You're welcome, Dolores. Hi, Cheryl. Hi, Marie. Hello, Pam. So when y'all pop on, comment the word July and I will send you all of the info with everything I'm using, including the link to sign up for club. So if you're not part of the club is just a little DIY subscription box and you get a transfer, some paste or ink, and a surface or like a coordinating accessory every month. So, oh no, please tell me it's working. Hi, Kelly Rice. Okay, it looks like it's working. Y'all let me know if y'all got the message. I checked it, but y'all know me. Sometimes I mess up the dang technology. All right, so we got our little blueberries painted. Let's get this little pop out painted. And then it's gonna be really simple tonight. We're just gonna chalk directly on to the palette sign. Uh-oh, Boone might start barking here in a second. Hello. You got your 4 jars of Orion. That's another question. We might use Orion tonight. I can't decide if I wanna use black or Orion. So we'll figure that out too. It's working. Thank you, Marcy. All right, let's dry. And then let's see if we need another coat. I think it's gonna need another coat. Hi, Mary, how are you? But yes, these cutouts are now available on the website. They're only like $6. So if you are a club subscriber, go grab these. Hi, Kathy. How are you? Hi, Patty. All right. So I think the little pop out is good. I think we're going to do one more coat on our blueberries. Hi, Missy. And let's do one more coat of the white. I really would have preferred to use vanilla, but since my background, my sign is white, these kind of need to be white too. You're hooked on that color. Hi, Diane. Y'all, what are y'all doing this weekend? Anything fun? Are y'all going anywhere? You staying home? Is it hot where you live? It's real hot in Texas. It could be worse, but it's hot here. You have a total of 6 jars of Orion. Oh my goodness. You must really love that color, Miss Stephanie. I would say you do. All right. That looks pretty good. Let's close this up. It's hot in VA. Camping with family. Fun. So tell me in the comments, like, what's the temperature or what was the high of today for the temperature where you live? Hanging out with family. Nice. This weekend I am going up to Dallas to hang out with some of my friends, which I'm excited about. be nice to get away for a little bit. But if y'all are waiting on live sale orders from last week, I have shipped almost all of them that were paid last Thursday. I'm going to work a little bit more tonight, and then I'll get caught back up on Sunday when I get home. 65 degrees. Oh, I'm so jealous, Miss Kathy. It was very hot today, but after being the 80s rain, 98 in North Carolina. Hi, Tammy. 92 in Tennessee. Thank you for sharing. All right, let's clean up our table just a smidge. And then we're going to pull out our transfer and we're going to chalk right on it. So I'm going to kind of explain my thinking and then y'all tell me what color to use, okay? So this is this month's club transfer and it comes with a tote, a little tote bag, and I think 2 ink colors. So you can ink on the tote bag if you wanted to. We're not going to do that tonight. We're just going to use the transfer. Oh, happy birthday to Arabella. 88, and then it cooled. Nice. 93. Oh, I bet it's real humid in Florida too. So, obviously our cutouts, thought I messed it up. Our cutouts are going to go on top and we're going to have the little pop out here. So my thinking is we could do the wording in black, or we could use Orion. And obviously our blueberries will be black. Oh my gosh, not black. They're going to be blue. We're going to try to make them look a little 3D. So I'm thinking maybe all the wording in Orion or black. What do y'all think? So this is Orion. It's our color of the month, which is still in stock, which is just insane to me. And then we have black. I don't know if the Orion with the blue might be a little too much. Stephanie says Orion, but she's obsessed with Orion right now. So anybody else? Y'all let me know while I get this prepped. So I'm going to take my fuzz cloth and let's fuzz our transfer. Marcy says Orion. We barely use this month's color and I really like it. It's a really pretty color. No, you're fine. Black. See, Lisa, I was thinking black too. That's just because I'm basic. Like black, white, gray, everything. But what do y'all think? Black or Orion? Black. We got 2 for black, 3 for Orion. I think let's do Orion. Let's just try it and see what it looks like. And then if you decide, hi Dawn, then if you decide, you know what, the Orion I don't like, I'd rather do black, then you know if you make this project to use black. Good evening, Miss Anita. How are you? Hi, Shelly. All right, we fuzzed. Now we're going to lay this back on here. And we're just going to keep it super simple, y'all. I think we're just going to chalk the whole thing in Orion. What blue are you using? So let me tell y'all, we're going to use a mixture of navy. Oop. We're going to use a mixture of a navy. Well, I don't have cadet in here, so shoot. Ruh-roh. I needed a cadet. I don't have it in here. So we'll use navy and a little bit of ocean mist to add a little bit of 3D effect to it on the blueberries. Hi, Shauna. Hi, Michelle. So I think we're just going to do everything in Orion, and then we'll peel it, we'll take it off, we'll clean it, and then we'll do our cutouts. How does that sound? Yay or nay? We're going to do Orion. We're just going to try it. So remember, this isn't such a big deal. We don't have to chalk those if we don't want to, but that helps with placement. I'm going to at least do the blueberries. So I'm going in with the color of the month, which is Orion. And then we're going to pull this across. I really thought about using these for like a mixture of the Orion and navy for the blueberries, but I don't know if that, I think that might look a little funky. Okay, picking up all that extra because your girl got a lot of paste on here. Yay! What color for the leaves? I'm going to do the leaves in eucalyptus. The leaves will be done in eucalyptus. And then, yeah, I don't know where I was going with that. Where are you getting? We're getting a thunderstorm at 8 p.m. Ooh, girl, I'm jealous. We need the rain here desperately. I got my transfer today. It was, oh no, put it underneath a heavy book or something and give it like a overnight to use. It should be good to go. I've had that happen to me and they're usually ready. Dang USPS. They don't listen to the do not bend, you know? All right, let's peel this up. Okay. So there it is in all of Orion, which almost looks a little black on here. We'll see what it looks like when it dries though. It looks a little black, pretty sure. Girl, Miss Audra, send it down here, please. Give it to us. Send it to us Texans, South Texans. And let's clean our transfer really quickly. And we will do our cutouts. And we're gonna do a little bit of watercolor. So I am gonna do a light outline first. And then we'll take some paintbrushes and paint everything in. Yes, ma'am, it sure is. It is a Chalk Couture palette. So when you comment the word July, the first link in the message is to become a club member, okay? The second link is the link to all the supplies I'm using. The third is to the cutouts. And then the fourth one is to become a Perks member. And if you're not a Perks member, Miss Debbie, don't look. Make sure you sign up for Perks first, and then Perks members save 30% off of the club kit every single month. So it makes it like 18 bucks instead of like 22 or something like that. I know you need, I hope you grabbed it. I hope you got it with your order this month. And they did give current club members, some current club members, you received an email with a $20 credit because they were a little bit delayed on shipping out the club transfer this month. Very hot, but lots of thunderstorms. Whew. I wish we had some thunderstorms. All right, let me get this dry only because I'm about to put this on a white cutout, and I don't want that purple to transfer onto the cutout. I do it all the time, and I don't want to do that in this one, okay? So if you're just popping on, we did we're using the 9x12 palette sign, and we chalked everything in Orion, but we're actually going to add some cutouts to this here in just 1 second. Let me close up my Orion, and this is the color of the month. You can get that, you can add it to your cart when you order $75 or more, and Perks members get 30% off of that as well, which is awesome. All right, let's do our blueberries. I'm going to wax. Take a little bit of surface wax. Yay, Janice. All right, a little bit of surface wax. I'm like scatterbrained tonight. I apologize, y'all. I softened mine up because mine is a little bit on the drier side. You want to wax anytime you paint something to add a protective layer, because you're about to put something sticky on top of paint, and the stickiness of the transfer can pull up the paint that you put down, and you don't want that, okay? So let's get back over here. Let's line, am I blind? And we're going to chalk everything in Dune first, and then we'll go in and we will do some watercoloring. Okay, so push down, and then I'm going to go in with Dune. This is just going to create an outline for us to know exactly where to paint everything, okay? Y'all, do me a huge favor, hit that heart button and comment the word July, and you'll get all the info for everything I'm using. But we do need to clean this transfer one more time because we will use it again to go back over the outline and give it that detail that we've been wanting, or that we're wanting. But I'm trying to pick up all that extra paste so it's not sitting on top and I don't have to clean it off. Hi, Louise. How are you? All right, peel this up. And this is what we have. So now this is going to create our outline so we know exactly where to paint everything, okay? So I am going to spray this down. We're going to clean it again. Turn it over, clean the back, and then we'll use this transfer one more time. Let me wipe it off. Hi, Donna. Hi, Denise. How are you? Hi, Debbie. All right. Y'all, I love this transfer. I've seen so many cute ways to use this, so I hope y'all get it. If you're not a club member, you can sign up and get this one, which I love. All right, I'm gonna put this over here. Let's dry this. And then here comes the fun part. We're gonna start painting, okay? So we're gonna use, I recommend, y'all, I thought I had Cadet in here, but we're gonna use Navy and Ocean Mist to make our blueberries. Navy is just a combination of black and Cadet. I'm good, Louise. I'm doing really good. How are you? I do too. Love the tote bag too. I know the tote bag is so cute. I will say the tote bag is adorable. All right, so like I said, we just mixed Cadet and black, and then we're gonna use a little bit of Ocean Mist, and we're gonna see what we can come up with. I'm a little worried. I don't know how this is gonna turn out. You know what I mean? Because y'all know, I'm not like the best, I'm not the best painter. So I'm gonna take a little bit on my brush, dab it off on the lid, and I am just going to follow, maybe let me wet my brush a little bit. And I'm just going to follow, there we go, the outline of the blueberry, trying not to get the stem, but if I get it, I get it. It's not the end of the world. And then we'll try to go in and we'll mix a little bit of Ocean Mist here in just 1 second. I kind of want to do it while it's still wet, maybe, and try to mix it to where it doesn't look so obvious. So there's what I have, okay? And I'm gonna go in with Ocean Mist and just try to lighten it up just a smidge. And I'm totally mixing that into my Ocean Mist, oh well. And just try to add a little bit of lightness to it to kind of give it a little bit more dimension. I don't hate it. Like that. And I think once we get the transfer back on top to give us the detail, I think it'll look good. Can you paint with ink for back? Yes, you can, Marcy. Absolutely. You sure can, my friend. I haven't done it. We should probably try that. Should we try that on the next time I do the club transfer? We could try watercoloring with ink. It works the same way. I've never done it, but I've seen others who've done it, and it does work. All right. So we're going to go in with our navy color, and I'm going to try to keep the Ocean Mist right in the center. Boone says hello. Do y'all hear him? He says hi, y'all. Because there's a circle in the middle of the transfer. And we're just gonna kind of give it a little bit of effect. I promise it's gonna come together. Some of y'all are probably like, girl, that's not cute. Hi, Colleen. I promise it's gonna look better once we've done it. Have y'all tried like doing this method, like where you do an outline and you watercolor it in? Let me know in the comments. Oh, Boone says hello. He's asking what y'all are doing. All right, going in with this navy color. Now, if you don't have navy, you can just mix it yourself, which is what I did. And then we're gonna go in with our Ocean Mist. And I'm kind of just adding it wherever. There's no rhyme or reason, y'all. I think I added too much there. Darn, hold on. Let me go back in and darken it a little. There we go. Sorry if I'm missing comments. I'm not ignoring y'all. So, all right. Hi, Sandra. Hi, Mary Jo. How are y'all? We are using the club transfer, which I finally got. I appreciate y'all being so patient for your club transfer. I know a lot of y'all were wondering where it was at. It came, I promise. Just took a little while. Okay, that looks good. Then we're gonna go in on the last blueberry, and then we'll do the stem and the leaves, and then we're pretty much done. So, let me get this on here. Yay! Yay, yay, yay. What do y'all think about the tote bag? I think the tote bag is really cute. All right, that looks good. We're gonna go in up here. All right, I think that looks good. Maybe we won't go in with, I have to clean this for Ocean Mist. I mean, for eucalyptus. You haven't gotten yours yet. It's on its way, I promise. Hi, Sandra. I know. Girl, I don't claim to know exactly what I'm doing, but I'm trying, you know? I'm trying. I'm showing y'all, like, this is the first time that I've done this, so we're gonna see how it goes. All right, let's close up our navy and our Ocean Mist. You liked all the surfaces so far? Yeah. All right, so we're gonna go in with eucalyptus and we're gonna paint the leaves. Of course, my eucalyptus is very dry. So I'm gonna add a little bit of water to the lid, thin it out a little bit, and then let's go in with our brush and paint these leaves. Now, looking up close, this does not look pretty. But once we get the transfer back on top, it's gonna all come together and it's gonna make it look great. At least that's what I'm telling myself. All right. Get a little, what the heck? There we go. Let's do this leaf. And just trying to stay in the lines. I don't have the exact perfect paintbrushes for this, but we're gonna make do with what we have. Yay, hi Tina. I apologize if I missed y'all's comments. I'm not ignoring you. My head is just down trying to get this done. Okay, that looks good. It looks like a mess, but that's okay. All right, let's do espresso for the stem. Now, I didn't put espresso in the cart link. I wasn't even thinking about that, but espresso is a new color. It's brown. It's really, really pretty. It's a dark, dark brown. Okay, and I'm gonna go in with just a little bit and just try to paint in the top. And then y'all, once we're done with this, we are close to the finish line. I promise. This is so cute. It's gonna be cute. That's what I'm telling myself. Positive. Be positive, Alex. I am trying to convince, I'm trying to convince myself, Miss Donna. I'm trying to convince myself. It will look good. It will. I think I just need to trust the process because I've done this before. Okay. All right, there's what we have. We're gonna close up our espresso, put that over there. Put these in here. Let's dry this. Then we're gonna chalk on top of it in black, okay? And then, what color should we do our pop out? Should we do it in Orion or black? Hi, Kristen. All right, we need to make sure that this is completely dry. And then we're gonna put our transfer back on top. And I think it's gonna come all together. The storms aren't coming until 10. Well, stay safe, Miss Dolores. Hi, Karen. All right, getting that dry. That's still a little tacky right there. Orion. I think we'll probably end up doing Orion just because everything else is Orion, but we'll see. All right, that looks good. Let's pull out our transfer and let's line it up just like we had it. I'm just checking to make sure that I have it lined up as evenly as possible. Push down. You're getting storms. I'm so jealous. I'm not gonna wax it, but you can. I probably should, but too late. It's okay. Hi, Nicole. I'm jealous of those storms. We need something here because it is so hot. All right, so we're gonna go in with black. And then we do need to do our little pop out. So I gotta be careful not to mix the black on there because we're gonna do that in Orion, I believe. It's mine, Diane. It is mine. And it's only like $6 and you get the little pop out with it too. So, getting this covered. That looks good. Now let's pick up all this extra black that's sitting on top. You don't want a lot of paste sitting at the top or on top of the transfer before you peel it up. There's a lot. Okay, here we go. Hi, Lynette. Ooh, y'all, look at that. What do y'all think? Oh my goodness. That looks so good. Oh my gosh. That turned out so cool. All right, let's clean this really quickly. See, y'all, and I had no idea what I was doing when I was doing the blueberries. I was just trying. Thanks, Erin. All right, let me spray this with some water. I'm gonna use a baby wipe to clean the top. I'm not going to use a baby wipe to clean the back. You can also use Lysol or Clorox wipes on the front and the back, but don't use baby wipes on the back of your transfer. I'm gonna spray it again. I'm gonna go over it with my baby wipe. I know, doesn't it look so cool? And I didn't have faith in myself. All right, let's wipe this up. And then we will clean the front. Oh, why am I doing that? I should have done the pop out. Darn it. I wasn't even thinking, y'all. That's okay. I'll clean it again. I won't make y'all watch me clean the transfer again. All right. Dry this up. The black gave it dimension, yeah. Mary, that was a true, genuine reaction. It sure was. I honestly didn't know what it was going to look like. And the pep talk that I was having was for myself. Denise, you're probably thinking, girl, that don't look cute. I don't see how that's going to look good. But you do you. You see how it turns out. I'm going to do mine a little bit different. And then it turned out pretty stinking fabulous. All right. Let me wipe this down. Okay, let's close up our black. Yeah, let me show y'all up close. Doesn't it look so good? I love it. I did not see it, Miss Stephanie. That looks so good. Oh, it sure is, Miss Sandra. I need to wash it. I don't know if Miss Debbie's still on her, but she doesn't like it when I use it. I need to wash it. Okay, let's do the pop out really quickly. And then we will be done with all the chalking. And we will call it. Then we'll put everything on the board and then we'll be done. But then this is the hard part, is trying to figure out, there we go, how to line this up. Push down, thank you. Do the one thing in blue to match the blueberries. Oh, so you're saying to do the pop out in midnight or like in navy? So should we do the pop out? Let me show y'all. Okay. That's dry, so let me show y'all. Let's just kind of get a look, a feel for what it looks like. Okay. Should we do the pop out in navy or should we do it in the Orion color? What do y'all think? Navy or Orion? Navy or purple. That way you don't have to try to spell Orion. Thank you. Gold. Ooh, we could do gold. I like that idea. Navy or, okay. Navy, navy, navy. Okay, we'll do navy. Okay. The tribe has spoken. And that's y'all. Okay, we'll do navy. Let me line that back up again because I didn't do, ooh, okay, so, okay. See, Miss Laura threw an idea in there. Now, should we do gold or navy? What do y'all think? I know the gold, I think I kind of like the idea of the gold. I think we're gonna do gold. Gold. And we're gonna do a nominee. Okay, let me look again. Gold, okay, we'll do gold. Donna's still sticking with the navy. Yeah, gold will pop, okay. So I'm gonna use the color nominee. This is also not in the cart link, but you can add it to your cart. And, ooh, throw this on top. Pick up all that extra. Okay, let's close up our lid. Whoop. And there is the navy. I am gonna clean it really quickly. Sorry, y'all. You're probably like, girl, quit cleaning that transfer. I can't help it. I need to clean it to make sure that paste doesn't dry in the silk screen. But luckily, nominee is fairly easy to clean. Y'all, that looks so good. I cannot wait to put all of this on our board and we're done for the most part. We just have to glue our pieces together. All right, we're gonna put this back on its backer like so. And I did a terrible job at that. Let's try that again. You like the gold? Oh my gosh. Y'all. I'm on the struggle bus trying to get this guy on here today. Okay, there we go. See, third time's the charm. Push that down, make sure it's flat, and then let's pull this back out. Yes. Okay, the gold was a great call, Laura. I don't know if she's still watching, but she was on point for that. I think I'm doing this transfer on one of the trays. Ooh, I love that, Sandra. Y'all, anytime y'all do a project, please post it in the VIP group. I greatly appreciate anybody who posts finished pictures in there. It helps me out tremendously in there. And plus it inspires other people. It inspires me. So I love this. Oh, shoot. Let me go grab my glue really quickly. Oh my goodness. Hold on, let me let them in. Maybe not. Okay. They're good for now. All right, I'm gonna use my Stick Fast glue. Hot glue would work for this too. But Stick Fast is great. And I am just going to use the chalk that we already put down to line it up and make sure it's completely covered. Y'all, do you hear them? Gold was definitely a better choice. I agree, Nicole. My gosh, they're so moody today. Did you hear them? All right, you're gonna put it on a towel. I love that idea. Okay, place that, and we're done, y'all. So comment the word July, and do me a huge favor before I announce tonight's winner. Make sure right down here in the pinned comment, I'm so sorry, y'all. Right down here in the pinned comment where it says comment July, open up that message and make sure you join our broadcast channel. That way, if you're not getting live notifications, I also send an update in there. I try to send the message out or the notification out through there in case you're not getting them on Facebook. But here, look at that. That is adorable. I love this. What do y'all think? That turned out so good. So we used Orion, the color of the month, on the wording. Then down here we used eucalyptus, espresso, and then we mixed navy, which is just black, and cadet mixed together. Then we also put a little bit of ocean mist in the middle to lighten it up. And then we used nominee. Look how stinking cute that is. So when you comment the word July, all the info is in there for you, but let's pick a winner. So if you're new here, the only way to get entered in to my giveaways is all you have to do is comment and interact during the live. The more that you comment and interact, the more times your name is in the system to be picked. So let me clean all of this up. Give y'all all a second to comment if you so choose to. I know. That is not what I expected, y'all. I didn't know how this project was going to turn out. And I want to say it turned out pretty stinking cute. Ooh, I thought it was going to fall over. Nominee was the perfect choice. Absolutely. That looks so good. I'm like staring at it. Okay. Let's update our thing. It'll log in. It did. Alrighty. Give it a second. And get Facebook comments. Thank you, Marcy. Thanks, Stephanie. Miss Donna, you've got to. Aren't you, Miss Donna, are you a club member? The only way that you can get the Blueberry transfer is by being a club member or a designer. You can't just go straight onto the website and purchase this like all of our other transfers. This one you do have to be subscribed to the club. So just an FYI, that's the only way that you can grab this one. Miss Sandra West. Miss Sandra, if you are here, send me a message saying, hey, I won, and I will get your form sent over to you, and I'll get your giveaway sent out fairly soon. I tried to join again, but it says it's not available. Did screenshot, I'll send it. Yeah, send it to me, Nicole, and let's figure out what's going on. I'm happy to help you. We'll get it figured out. All right, y'all, have a great rest of your evening. I am not going to be on tomorrow or Friday because I am headed out of town tomorrow, but I'm going to try to go live on Sunday when I get home. But if you don't see me on Sunday when I get home, I'll be back live on Monday. But y'all make sure that you are part of the broadcast channel because I am going to be dropping some discount codes in there for you to shop over the weekend via my cutout site, okay? All right. Y'all have a great rest of the night, and I will see y'all hopefully on Sunday. Bye, y'all.